Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. We're going to get into the entire card, guys. I got some background noise. Give me 1 second. There you go. Got it. All right. Glad to have everyone aboard. Got a good one for y'all today. Going to get into a lot to get into. Get my water ready. We'll get started in just a second. Set up the message real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me just send this out. All right. So let me take care of some housekeeping stuff, then we'll pay the bills, and then we'll get started. So obviously I'm live right now. I'm going to go live again tonight, probably around 8 o'clock Eastern time. Then I'm going to watch the NBA Finals. I'm going to go live tomorrow. Not sure what time. Probably again at night tomorrow. I'll go live late tomorrow night. Maybe a little later than usual. I'll keep you guys up. I'm going to have the braids. When next time y'all see me, I'm going to have the cornrows. The cornrows will be back. So for those of you who are new to the channel, there's a reason why I grow my hair out. I do cornrow my hair, and that will be back. Tomorrow I have my hair appointment, so I'm going to look fresh to death for y'all tomorrow. And then the schedule's going to get a little weird. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll come at you. One show a day Monday, 2 shows Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But we'll figure out the rest of the week as we get there. I will be at the Melnicki fight. I will be there Friday. Thursday, I'm kind of commuting all day. If I get a show in on Thursday, it's going to be late. I may do an early show and just leave it up there for y'all. But I'm going to try to give you guys as much live content as I can. And then all fight week, I'll have uploads, interviews, all that extra type of stuff. I'll have all of that for you. So the week's going to be a little crazy starting on Thursday. Wednesday should be normal. Maybe I'll do 2 shows Wednesday. Who knows? Probably do 2 shows on Wednesday. I'll probably do 1 show on Tuesday, 2 shows on Wednesday because I don't know what the rest of the week is going to look like. So I'll try to give y'all 2 shows on Wednesday unless my flight gets all screwed up and I got to fly out Wednesday night. But that's not the plan. All right. So just so you guys know, last night, so what's uploaded so far? I am losing my brain. Uploaded right now is Walker and Taylor, and then the Nakajima Oshima fight. Well, that happened already. So right now, the Walker Taylor fight is dropped. After this, I'm going to drop the Galaia 5 Frankie Rodriguez fight, and that's a really interesting fight to bet on. That's a really interesting fight. We're going to get into that. I do like Yafai, but this fight's going to be close and competitive, right? I'm going to look at the odds to see if the odds have moved a little, but it's a good fight. Frankie Rodriguez's record isn't spectacular. It's not, it's not particularly shiny and sparkly. But he's a good fighter who's arguably beat Kazuoka, by the way. That fight was super close. I went back and watched it. I mean, I know it was years ago. But Frankie Rodriguez is only 32. He's not that old. I think he's got a lot in the tank. I don't think he's going to win. The speed and the skill set from Yafai is going to be too much for him. But he's going to make that fight competitive. And he's going to give Yafai a lot of troubles. A lot of trouble. All right. Let me pay the bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media, 3D Boxing blog. Guys, smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. After you guys do that, please join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. Just $5 a month gets y'all the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the lock of the week. Gets you access to the Discord where we do the live betting, the updated props. We also stream fights there. You guys get asked to book anything. Get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing Universe for just $5 a month. So make sure to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So make sure to join the Patreon. After you guys do that, y'all know where you have to head. Y'all have to head to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout. That's carnivalbar.com. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-fed beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, I'm going to get into your comments now, and then we'll start to. Let's go Pacers. I picked the Pacers in 7 to win the championship. I picked them to beat the Knicks in 7. They won in 6, and I picked them to beat OKC in 7, and I think they're going to beat them in 7. I think Indy's going to make this interesting. I think Indy loses tonight, and I think they win 6 and 7. So I think they lose tonight and they win 6 and 7. I know that's not what you want to hear right now. They're going to lose tonight, but ultimately I've been on Gary Austin. I've been with him. Indy's going to win a championship. They played 10 guys deep, physically, defensively, and I remember watching an interview with Patrick Beverley. He was saying how tough they are defensively and how physical they are. They're like, no, they beat you up, and that's why everyone who plays them in a 7-game series is all banged up at the end of that series. So they beat you up on defense, and they just run you off the court offensively. This is wild. Pacers are a plus 500 to win the series, which is wild because right now it's the best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. Why would that's crazy? I put money on them to start the series when they were plus 400. Should I get in more? Should I average up? Should I get a better payday on this now that they're plus 500? And they look like the better team this series. Am I wrong? They look like the better team. That's a little wild to me that they're that much of an underdog. They've been underdog all playoffs. I've been eating good. Keep betting. Keep betting. So then they just run you off the court offensively. Siakam, Halliburton. It's just a tough team to deal with, and all their role players role play. Neesmith, Mathurin. Turner, I guess, would be their third star if you want to call him a star. But it's a lot. That team is really, really good. I went to a Pacers game with a good friend of mine, Nate, who's in the chat sometimes. He's a huge basketball guy, great basketball guy. And I was talking to him, and we went to a Nets Pacers game back in January, regular season, middle of the year game no one cared about. And he's like, Gary, does this look like the same team that the Nets played in January? No. The playoffs get so much more physical. It's so much more competitive. And you're playing into Indy's hands. Like to make it a boxing analogy, and I use this with all my basketball people, to make it a boxing analogy, it's like fighting the pressure fighter when you're a low volume guy. Like the Pacers are the pressure fighter. They're just going to keep the fight. They're going to keep bringing it to you and bringing it to you and bringing it to you, and they're going to keep the pressure on. And they're going to make you fight 3 minutes of every round. They can do it. Now we're going to find out if you can. They're used to doing this. This is just another day in the office, but they're going to break you, and they're going to put pressure on, and they're going to look to put so much pressure on you that they just keep coming forward, right? And they're not going to crack. They do this. You're going to crack, right? It's like Brandon Figueroa or something like that. Like that, they just keep applying that pressure, and they can keep it up. We're going to find out if you can. And my guess is OKC, this early in their development, this young of a team, they can't. And that's why I'm taking Indy in 7. All right, let me get to some of these. Checking in, my brother. It is good to have you, Muscle. It is good to have you. Norman Sasaki, undercard, has an upset. Araneta going to win. I'm hearing this. I got to get into the tape. I got to refresh myself with Araneta. I know a lot of people like that. I think that's on the table. I'm not going to call it just yet. That's the next fight I'm going to get into. So I'm going to do Araneta next. But right now, tonight, I'm going to drop the Galia 5 Frankie Rodriguez tape. And then I'm going to get into the Arienta tape. and we're going to take it from there. But I'm getting a lot of people, Barrel. A lot of people are picking this upset. I got to get to the tape on this. I got to. Johnny says picked it too. A lot of people are picking this. I will give you my 100th thought tomorrow. Or hopefully tonight I get a little more tape in. I'll give you a better indication tonight. What's up, Pimpin'? What up, DJ Green? What up, Jab? Frankie Velasquez, where is the best place to find tape on Norman's opponent? Daily Motion. I got some on YouTube too. There's a lot of tape on Jin Sasaki. A lot. I had no problem finding tape on him. Like, there was tape galore. I got like 3 or 4 fights in on him. Yo, what up, Ryan Hong? Ryan Hong, the man in the house. What's up? Let's go, Pacers. Yep. All right. Yeah, we touched on these. OKC needs a lot of help from the refs last game. They did. And here's my gut instinct. The NBA does not want the Indiana Pacers to win the NBA Finals. It's one of their smallest markets. Pascal Siakam and Halliburton and Turner are good players. They're not superstars. So Indy is basically a team without a superstar. So it's a small market team without a superstar. Without one of the biggest names. There's no Giannis, there's no Luka, there's no Ant-Man, right? There's no SGA, there's no Wemby, there's no name of that magnitude. There's no kind of generational player on this team, and they play in a small market. The NBA does not want them to be champions. I'm just being honest. Now, is that going to matter? Ultimately, I don't think so, but you're seeing that they're getting calls. OKC, who has star power in Shea, are getting the calls. And look, like it or not, OKC, with that talent and their draft capital, they're going to be around for a while. I may not be in the finals every year, but they're going to be around. They're going to be in the mix a lot. So you better get to know them. I think if the NBA had their druthers, OKC would win, and then I think the NBA is going to load up San Antonio. I don't know if that's Greek. I don't know if that's Durant. I don't know if they sit and pick at 2, but if San Antonio sits and picks at 2, now you got 3 point guards on your team, 3 ball-dominant point guards in Fox, Dylan Harper, and Castle. What do you do with that? What do you do, right? So I don't think they're going to sit and pick there, but I think the NBA is going to load them up. And now you've got what you had in the early 2000s with the Lakers and the Spurs, but you have with OKC and the Spurs. You have 2 teams that are going to be dominant for a long time colliding in OKC and San Antonio out west. 3D boxing to 3D. Let me get back to boxing. DJ. You're right. Muscles played college basketball and he coaches basketball. Muscles a basketball guy too. Johnny texted us and said he likes Arenado as the dog. A lot of people do. Muscles, what is your parlay? Bet on Brian Norman Jr. versus Saki. Don't take the knockdown props on that one. Don't take it. My bet is don't take the knockdown prop on that. Ryan says he swears to God he thinks Jin Sasaki wins this fight. He's got a puncher's chance. He's aggressive. I don't think he sucks. I don't, outside of catching Norman with something big, I don't see him winning. I think Norman's more skilled on the inside. I think he's the better athlete. He obviously uses the ring better. If he could outbox him, I don't think that's the way the fight's going to go. Sasaki is aggressive. He's a good counterpuncher with good timing. He's aggressive too. It's not crazy to think that he could land that shot. He could. Am I betting on it? No, I wouldn't bet on it. I really think Rodriguez can upset. This is the tough one. And here's my poll. Ready? I'm going to start the poll. Better chance of the upset. Sasaki. How do I spell that? It's S-A-S-A. Can someone, I'm trying to type Sasaki. Is that right? Or Rodriguez? Sasaki or Rodriguez? If I spelled Sasaki, I have it right here. I can just look at it. Yeah, Spencer, right. All right. Guys, take the poll. I want to know who y'all think has a better chance of pulling the upset. And Arnett is not in it. It's between Sasaki and Rodriguez. This is interesting to me. I don't think either of them are going to pull the upset, but I don't think it's inappropriate to pick either one. Like, my guess is Rodriguez has a better chance than Sasaki. I'm not trying to poison the well there. I'm not, but you guys vote against what I think all the time. So, I'm not taking it personally. My guess is Rodriguez would have the better chance of pulling. I'm just going to leave this up here. We'll get to it in a second. My guess is Rodriguez would have a better chance. He's aggressive. He looks like to have stylistically present a lot of challenges for Yafai, who doesn't like pressure. He doesn't. If you can get in on him, if you can trap him, if he can get if he can be a good pressure fighter, he's going to give Yafai a lot of trouble. Now I think Yafai is so skilled. He's so fast. He's got enough power. I don't see him not winning this fight. I think Yafai is going to win. Just like I think Brian Norman is going to win. But neither one of these are rollovers. Neither one of these are one-sided beatdowns. Both of these guys are in real fights. They are both in real fights. Guys, so make sure to vote in that poll. Mac, the fight to not go the distance. I like that. And also, either fighter to get knocked out. Yeah, the props are going to be huge in this. The props are going to be used. Norman moneyline is a good bet for sure. I like Norman to win the fight. Does anyone know why Rodriguez's last fight was changed to a no contest? He failed something. I think it was probably marijuana, but it was in Texas. It was in San Antonio. I think it was weed. I think. Let me see. Yeah, it's crazy. There are so many people. I put in Frankie Rodriguez, Texas Texas Boxing Commission. It's so many Francisco Rodriguez in Texas. I don't know. I think it was marijuana. I'm not sure. Thank you, Muscles. Kennedy Simmons Jr. at plus 145 against Durate is good value. Yeah. No, I'm with that. Ryan likes Sasaki. I like Ken Sim, but he struggles with pressure. That's true. Hard to win in the UK with the corrupt ref and judge. It is hard to win in the UK. I would say it is far harder to win in the UK than it is to win in Japan. And that's why I'm not that worried about it, right? There's been some bad decisions, but they mostly, both of them that I can think of, Josh Franco and Francisco Rodriguez, both involved Kazuoka. And they were a while ago. Like recently, all of the decisions in Japan have been just fine. Now, you may not agree with all of them, but none of them were inappropriate. There hasn't been one inappropriate decision. And we watch a lot of Japanese boxing. Am I wrong? We watch a lot of Japanese boxing. Am I wrong? So, Sasaki versus Norman is a live bet. It's a good fight to bet live, for sure. For sure. Evening, Humble. Evening. It's afternoon here, but it's good to have you aboard, Humble Crumble. Thank you. Durate, not an all-out pressure fighter. He's more of a boxer puncher. I think that's fair. Sasaki gets hit with everything and the kitchen sink, and they'll find a way to win from. I don't see. Oh, he's gonna get hit with everything, and then he's good. He's gonna pull out. He's a dog. He's got a lot in him. I just think like this is different than anyone he's fought before. I'm not saying he can't win. I don't think it's impossible, but he's gonna have to just ice him. I don't think he can win enough rounds. I don't think he can sustain an attack. He's gonna have to land something big. He could do it. It's not impossible. I just wouldn't bet on it. Are you confident in Galal winning? Yes, but I'm not super confident in it. Like, I would not rate my confidence level in that as an all-time high, but I would definitely pick him to win. Is Kenneth Sims right there? If Kenneth Sims is right there and eats hooks from Durante like he did Castaneda, he's going to sleep. It's true. I thought that fight he had with Kendo Castaneda was very close. The judges did not see it that way. I thought he was very close, very competitive in that fight. I was not impressed with Kenneth Sims in that fight. If he fights that same way, he's going to lose. That's fair. That's a really interesting fight, though. If Yafai loses to Rodriguez, I'm going to cry. I don't think he's going to lose. Yafai is so skilled. He's so good. He's so sound. His feet, his angles, his speed. He's so skilled. But it's just one of those things. Like, can Frankie Rodriguez be kryptonite to him? I'm picking Yafai to win the fight. But it's going to be like both him, Conan Walker, these guys are all going to be in tough. None of these fights this week are going to be easy, but we can still make money on it. I don't think Norman is world level. Maybe fringe. His best win is Santillan. Who even is he? It's fair. His resume is not great. I'm going to pull it up now. But this is what I mean by the top ranked diet, right? I'm going to pull this up. Norman is 24. He's fighting for a world title. He's fought Santillan, and that's it. Cuevas, Santillan, Boca Chica, Quinton. All right, that's right. He beat Randall. That's right. Compare that resume, which they gave him at 24, compared to what they give Jahai Tucker at 20. This is what I'm saying. Like, what is their problem with Jahai Tucker that they want him to lose so bad that they keep matching him this tough? But he got Randall, okay. Boca Chica, no contest. And then Derek Cuevas, right? Like, they seem to want to give Jahai Tucker very difficult fights. Very difficult fights. Guys, make sure to vote in my poll. That's fair, Rambler. But if he's not world level, Sasaki definitely isn't. I agree with that. Like, let's look at Jin Sasaki's resume as well, now that we're on it. Sakai, Camille Bala, Joe Noine, Hoshi. I mean, guys, we can dump on Norman's resume. I don't have a problem with it. And then he's got a loss to Andy Hiroka, the one good fighter he's fought, and he lost to him. I'm not trying to dump on the guy. I don't think the guy's a bad fighter at all. But if we're going to dump on Norman's resume, guys, this is way worse. There's nothing on this. That's fair, Rambler, but if he's not world level, Sasaki definitely isn't. Yeah. Sasaki's resume is not good. Hope Charles Conwell makes his return on the undercard of fellow Midwesterner Kenny Sims, headliner in Chicago. They'll probably do that. It's not too far from his home. Rodriguez took Nakatani to the cards. He's a pressure fighter. You fight only good when it is Sonny Edwards. That's not true. And Sonny literally said he didn't want to be there. He did say that. He literally said that. That's not hyperbole. He said, I don't really want to be here. He didn't care. We've all been there. I feel for Sonny Edwards. You just can't say that out loud. But no, I feel you. He literally said, I don't want to be here. Hang on. Let me pull up Gallify's resume. Santamora, he's beaten guys. Santamora is the other name that comes to mind. He's got other wins though. Sonny Edwards, Rocco Santamoro. Tommy Frank. He's got two names. He's got two names. So Rocco Santamoro was the other name. It's fair. 79. His resume is not great. Yafai is an Olympic gold medalist. That he is. I'd like Yafai to get it done. I think he wins. It's not going to be easy, though. Like, when we bet this fight, like, we're going to be uncomfortable at times. I'm putting that out there. Anyone have insights on Araneta versus Simshri? I'm going to get to it tonight. I will have better updates for you. Definitely by tomorrow, maybe by tonight's late stream. Sasaki does, in my opinion. No, he isn't, but he's at home, so he probably gives him another level and evens it up. You guys like Sasaki. Guys, vote in the poll. Right, I don't take amateur or Olympic pedigrees that seriously. Is professional boxing different sport? Different sport, but it just shows you that he's skilled, that he's got an amateur background, that he knows how to fight. Yes and no. I agree and I don't agree, right? Like, if you're a great amateur boxer, you're probably going to be a good professional boxer. A great amateur boxer. Not a good one, a great one. You're probably going to be good as a pro. If you're just a good one, like Anthony Fowler, you might not be that good of a pro. It's a 50-50 fight. How Araneta versus Simshri is a 50-50 fight. It's definitely a match. I agree. This is a tough fight to bet. My locks of the week are Walsh. I like that. Norman. I like that. And Tucker via decision. I like this. I like this more. I think this is quality. I would sign off on this. I would authorize that. Does Coda Walker get the stoppage? Maybe. My inkling is no. I think it goes the distance. It's a late stoppage is possible. I would bet the over, or I would just Coda Walker. The last I checked was like minus 250, so his odds weren't that bad. I would just bet the over. I mean, I would just bet him on the money line. Just take him on the money line. I don't lose that bet on methodology. Most people, including myself, think Rodriguez got robbed against Ioka. Yeah, I didn't realize I hadn't seen the fight since I seen the fight 4 years ago. I watched it again. Yeah, Rodriguez won that fight. I can't automatically put Yafai over Ioka just off one fight against a depressed Edwards who wasn't even trying. It's fair. But you're looking at the totality of the skill set, right? Like when the win over Edwards, it's good. You can make what you want of Edwards' mental state. You're looking at the skill set of Yafai, and that's why you're betting on him. All right. I'll take it. I'll take my L. Hey, expert, how did the Mikado versus Pizarro turn out? Told y'all won a big bag bigger than yours for sure and got the stoppage on Hitchens. You didn't bet that. Only pick the money line. Anybody can do that. And I made money. I made a lot of money this week. I lost on Pizarro, but I made money on the over on that fight. Made money on the over. And I made money on Hitchens. So, when you can do what I can do and you can put together a parlay every single week, sometimes 2, 3, 4 parlays every single week, and I gave you guys 2 parlays this week, both of them hit. When you can do that, then you can come on and host a show with me. But you know that you can't do that. And I do it every week. All you have to do is join the Discord. You can see every single week I give at least 1 or 2 parlays, sometimes 3 or 4 that hit. And I gave 2 parlays last week. Both of them hit. Brandon Lee returns this week. Wonder if he'll be featured on the books. I'm sure he will be. I'm looking forward to seeing Brandon Lee fight. I will be there. Yeah, he destroyed Santian. He's only 24 years old. He did. Iski one time. I think the odds on Simpson are way too high. That's a 60-40 fight. If Simpson loses, where does he go from there? He's in a lot of trouble if he loses. He's in a lot of trouble. Santian isn't a nobody, but by any means, he's a world-class where he is. And Norman is so young, and he absolutely destroyed him. It's fair. What up, Goat? It's good to have you here, my man. It's always good to have Goat here, one of my favorites. Santian has looked like a shell of himself after the Norman fight. Well, Norman beat the life out of him then, you know? Yeah, if I beat the quit out of him, that was sad. And he got discombobulated by Cuervos with a left hook in round 1. I took the over half knockdown Norman fight. I would take that too. That's a good bet. Someone's going down. No, I agree. Someone's getting knocked down in that fight. Rodriguez has about 45 fights, though. You're going to bet on him with that much mileage. Who cares? You didn't pick the method. This is like the guy that when you do the NCAA tournament pool, the guy that picks every team to get upset, and then a 4 beats a 13. You're like, I picked it. I knew. It's like, guy, you destroyed your whole bracket by picking every upset. Yes, you got one right. Congratulations. Now your whole bracket is screwed. Congratulations on picking one fight right, one game right in the first round. My goal isn't here to get the methodology on one fight right. My goal isn't to pick the winner of a 50-50 fight. My goal here, which I'm quite good at, is to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. That's what I do. I give you guys parlays that hit so that you can make money consistently. That's what I do. If you say, there's this fight that you bet on that you didn't get right. Okay, was it in my lock? Was it? It's not even my goal to have a 100% hit rate. It's not even my goal. 79 said, do you expect to have a 100% winning rate? There's no one in the world. It's not even my goal. My goal is to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. It's to give you 2 parlays at least, maybe 3, but 2 at least every week that hit that you can make money on. And that's what I do. Mel, you're right. You touching a bag. That's why you're trolling a YouTube chat. It's all good. I like trolls. It's good. I'm not offended. My feelings don't get hurt. I don't want to, bro. I look like helping out the odds and not getting the most you need advice to bet. All right. We got a little feud going on here. Jab, Will's calling you a clown. What up, BC? You're an idiot when you make so much more money than you. You guys can just pull the receipts. All the receipts are in the Discord. You guys join the Discord. You can see I give you lots every single week that hit. I'll read it off right now. Give me 1 second. I'll pull up the lock of the week right as we speak. Lock 1, Cruz money line, Kazuki money line, under 1.5 knockdowns. Richardson, Hitchens, Kambosos, under 1.5 knockdowns. So Cruz, Kazuki money line, under 1.5 knockdowns, Hitchens, Kambosos. Did that hit? Oh, it did, right? It did, didn't it? Yeah, that's right, it did. And then what was the other parlay I gave y'all? Did I just give you one? I just gave you one last week. We just did one last week. 3D is a G, makes me money. My boy DJ had to do a wellness check. Sit down and think about what you just said. Well, Mel, we're good. He's just here to troll. It's cool. My channel's gotten big enough where I can have trolls. That's cool. Like that's a W for me, honestly. All right, let's take a look at the book. Guys, vote in the poll if you have not already. All right. I like Norman here on the money line. It's getting worse and worse. Fight lines, fight props. To go the distance. No, it does not go the distance. I like that. I don't have any knockdown props on this. All right, I don't have any knockdown props on this. I like the fight not to go the distance, and I like Brian Norman on the money line. Conor Walker, Liam Taylor. I like Conor Walker. I wouldn't necessarily touch one of the props here. Just take him on the money line. I think that's safe at minus 255. Peter McGrill at minus 475. To me, this looks like easy money. I would just take this. McGrill, Belota, money line. Just lock it up. I like that a lot. And then Yafai and Rodriguez. This is a tough fight. I like Yafai to win. I like Yafai to win. I kind of like the over, but I'm not in love with the over. I like Yafai by decision. Like, that's probably better. I'd probably just lay off this and just take this on the money line. Right here. To me, right here, this three little leg parlay here. McGrail, Walker, and Norman. Minus 106. That's pretty good money. That's pretty good money. If you want to take this out of it, two-leg parlay, minus 147. Conor Walker, Peter McGrill. I like this a lot. To me, that's a really good parlay that you can make money on. We'll add Vito Malnicki and Brandon Lee if you guys want to add that type of stuff to bring down the odds a little bit. But right now, just that two-leg parlay, Conor Walker, Peter McGrill, I like it. I think it's good. I think it's sound. I think it's safe. The real lock for Yafai is the over. I like the over. Caleb Walsh on the undercard. I like Caleb Walsh. So you guys want to bet on Caleb Walsh, you could do that. Absolutely. Bet on Caleb Walsh. I don't have a book on him yet. I know there are some. I think FanDuel has them. Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, here it is. I'll pull up the wrong thing. My bad. I pulled up the wrong one. Caleb Walsh is minus 1450. I feel totally confident that I would put that in there over a Espadas. Yeah, you want to bring your parlay odds down just a little bit with that, go ahead and do it. David Stevens versus Petra Kamakov on Friday. Do I have a book on that? No. I don't have a book on it. That's a really good fight. Whew. I would have to do a deep dive in that. That your best bet might be to live bet that or lay off of it. That's a really interesting fight, Jab. What is your picks going for this weekend's card? I just thought I ran through that. Conor Walker money line, Peter McGrill money line. Well, Norman, that's Thursday or Wednesday, however you want to look at that. Norman money line, fight not to go the distance, take the knockdown prop over half a knockdown. Conor Walker, I just take Conor on the money line. Peter McGrill, you want to take Peter McGrill? You can take him by decision if you can get it. I don't have a book on that. So Peter McGrill, money line. I like Peter McGrill a lot in that fight. Let me pull the book up. And then Yafai, I do like the over in the Yafai fight as well. So Yafai, money line, over, I think is the best bet there. McGrill by decision. Walker, I just take him on a money line. Brian Norman Jr. money line, and the fight not to go the distance. That's what I like. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Appreciate you, Jab, doing a deep dive. Dave Stevens, I thought he beat Beck the Bully. Yeah, that's a really tough fight, man. It might be best to live bet that. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, y'all. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'll be back tonight, later tonight. It is June 16th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.